Regular Show is one of my all-time favorite cartoons. Many people often believe that this was originally meant for adults and was supposed to be an Adult Swim, not Cartoon Network. However, based on my research, it's an urban legend. Regular Show really is made for everyone, including annoying little brats. It just so happens that the humor is quite mature for Cartoon Network standards. Despite its title, it's filled with episodes that are far from regular. Well, of course they are. They should be. Why else would they call this Regular Show? What if this cartoon never had supernaturally insane stories? What if this really is regular? Just two guys working at a park, dealing with everyday problems. Would people still love it? Would it be as legendary as it is today? Imagine if Muhammad Ali was a singer and Michael Jackson was a boxer. Could you imagine the disasters we would experience? I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe Ali would make successful albums and MJ would be a legendary boxer. And maybe, just maybe, this would still be loved even if it's not crazy. It all depends on the execution. But I am thankful to the Lord above that world history did end up this way. Ali was an amazing boxer, MJ made the best pop songs ever, and this masterpiece is filled with insanely fun stories, such as video game bosses coming to life, hot dogs trying to eat you, a song manifesting itself into a physical form, naked pops, time travel, gangster unicorns, naked pops, a normal woman, naked pops, a giant coffee bean having breast coffee, naked pops, a book containing the secrets to a deadly fighting style, traveling to another dimension by getting dizzy, a bunch of baby ducks transforming into a giant baby duck, a video game champion's head having arms and legs, and so much more. That's the best thing about this. It lives up to the opposite meaning of its name, which is a good way to subvert expectations. I will never stop loving Regular Show, no matter how many years have passed. I started rewatching it on Netflix the other day, and I couldn't help but cry a little bit due to nostalgia and the simple fact that I get to watch this on Netflix. We should all be thankful for that. Regular Show on Netflix. God has truly blessed us all. Wait, what was I talking about?
Naked pops, naked pops, naked pops.
How's it going, ladies? My name is Cyrus the Great. Today we'll be talking about naked pops. This was requested by me. I honestly never thought I'd talk about Regular Show. Well, the series is coming back, which is very questionable. You already concluded yourself. Why come back? That's like if Moana were to have a sequel. It's unnecessary and it doesn't make sense to begin with. But Moana did have a sequel. It sucked. And Regular Show is coming back. We've yet to find out if it will suck or not. So might as well celebrate the hype by looking back at the good old days, I guess. Let's get into it. The episode begins with Mordecai kicking Rigby's ass as usual in a video game. They found Pops' magazine under the couch. Rigby was supposed to give it to Pops, but he refused because of this thing he made on the couch. Sorry. So they played rock, paper, scissors, resulting in Mordecai taking responsibility for it. By the time he went inside Pops' room, he witnessed the true power of the Chosen One.
Ass!
And that was the moment that made me assume that this episode was banned. Before we get into that, let's discuss Cartoon Network's censorship. Cartoon Network's main audience tend to be small children, usually between the ages of 6 and 12. The network has been really good at doing its job. It became some sort of gateway for kids who want to escape from homework and all that crap, and to fully shove themselves into their favorite animated worlds. Thus, Cartoon Network does not mess around when it comes to censoring their cartoons. They have a strict set of rules, and I can't stress that enough, to make sure that the cartoons they upload is just right. Of course they have to be strict. Their network is for freaking kiddies. This means no violence, bad language, or anything inappropriate for young people. Regular Show has its fair share of alterations in countries outside of the USA, even within the USA. For example, in The Power, Rigby's line of "How in the H are we gonna fix this S" was changed to
How in the heck are we gonna fix this stuff?
in Free Cake, Mordecai's line "No, Benson's gonna be pissed" was altered to
No. Benson's gonna get ticked.
in Meet Your Maker, funny name by the way, instead of Mordecai saying "You pissed me off," he said
You ticked me off.
etc. But you wanna know what's not censored?
Ass!
I understand that seeing Pops in the nude was important to the plot, but how the hell could they not think that this should not air on Cartoon Network at all? How could they not think that kids should not see this? Why couldn't they see anything wrong here? Brain Eraser may have been banned outside the USA, but the fact that this episode was aired completely uncensored with no complaints at all in a network for kids within a certain country is unacceptable, unless they were lucky enough that kids weren't able to see it. Can you imagine if every single one of my YouTube videos, which are mostly entirely filled with dark humor and sexual jokes, especially my old videos, don't watch them, can be found on YouTube Kids? That's exactly what this is. Well, I've never went to YouTube Kids, so I can't really tell if my channel can be found there. It's just, why no expurgation? Madness Combat 11. Now, this show does have a lot of adult humor uncensored in the USA, but at least most of them were metaphors or implications, nothing explicit, as far as I know, which makes them somewhat bearable and acceptable. If a kid is watching one of these, his or her parents will just be reminding them that it's only a cartoon, tell them not to copy it, etc. But this?
Ass!
This is something you'd turn off the TV for, so your kid won't see it at all, because they shouldn't. It is absolutely unacceptable. Do I personally think this scene went too far, even if the entire series is made for adults only? My answer is no. I mean, that's entirely subjective. I honestly think this scene was funny. From Mordecai's reaction to the way both of them tried to get away from each other, it's so awkward and kinda relatable. I was laughing my ass off. If you want an objective viewpoint, this definitely went too far for the kiddies. You can literally see someone's bare
Ass!
not to mention, he's rock solid. Why, is he gay? He saw Mordecai without any clothes and now he's rock solid? Speaking of freaking which, why would Mordecai be surprised and grossed out by a naked person when he's naked himself, as well as Rigby and Don? That's like if a naked guy gets disgusted by a person wearing an underwear in public. None of it makes any sense. Both the scene itself and what lies underneath it. This entire thing is just so regular. And by regular, I mean completely irregular. Let's see if Brain Eraser will get more insane as it goes on, because there's no way it will, but a part of me is saying it's gonna get worse from here. So buckle up, ladies. We haven't lost cabin pressure yet. Mordecai is now as traumatized as the audience after witnessing something so powerful, not even the Death Note itself could kill it. Rigby agrees to help him forget. Alas, the harder he tries, the worse his PTSD becomes. He started seeing naked Pops everywhere, including his not anymore future wife. Later, the two stooges visit a video store. Rigby stumbled upon Sonic, who's watching an anime about something.
I watch Planet Chaser Starlight Excellent all day, every day.
Most normal anime fan. Rigby decided to purchase, or rather borrow, this anime called Planet Chaser Starlight Excellent
All day, every day.
Back at the house, Rigby finally managed to get Pops out of Mordecai's head, at the cost of everything else in his head. Turns out watching this obscure piece of media is similar to looking at Medusa. Instead of turning into stone, you get stoned. From there, Mordecai doesn't talk, doesn't eat, doesn't do anything. He's basically dead inside like Sonic. That's easy to tell, but what's not easy to tell is that this is meant to represent heroin. According to a Reddit post that I read, yes, I use Reddit now, this comment doesn't hold up. Brain Eraser is clearly about heroin. Clearly about heroin? I thought the one who made this post was on something, but after rewatching and studying about stuff, it's kinda true when you think about it, which adds more to the craziness. People who suffered from a terrible event, or is currently suffering from a terrible event, do all they can to escape. And what's a better way of escaping your problems than drinking alcohol or doing drugs? I know, actually confronting the problem or seeking help. In this case, Mordecai did some serious drugs to forget you know what. Margaret notices that he lost weight.
Is it just me, or does Mordecai look like he's been working out?
Because people who do drugs lose weight. The anime is called Planet Chasers Starlight Excellent.
All day, every day.
Chasers is a non-alcoholic beverage that is consumed immediately after taking a shot or a sip of a stronger alcoholic drink, which explains Sonic's all-day, everyday dialogue.
I watch it all day, every day.
He's been doing drugs so often to the point where he's no longer himself. Similar to Mordecai, watching that anime caused him to lose himself. Hence, the effects of doing drugs. Don't get me wrong, Naked Pops is still the most insane thing about this crap, but I just can't believe what I learned here. Sure, you can say that this is misinterpretation, but I personally agree 100% because it makes total sense. Brain Eraser is about heroin. Classic regular show. Anyway, Rigby then goes to Skips, who said they have to rescue Mordecai from the tape itself. They go inside the tape, only to find out that Mordecai has indeed not moved on from his trauma.
You don't get it, dude. It's not something you can just unsee.
I totally agree. People often underestimate other people's problems when their problem is seeing something incredibly horrific and they can't forget about it. I've been there myself. Y'all just don't get it. Forgetting something like this takes time, maybe even therapy. It can't disappear from your mind in an instant. Our brains don't have delete buttons. We're humans, not robots. Anywho, they found Pops from one of Mordecai's memories. After capturing Naked Pops, Mordecai's brain got cured.
It's gone! Naked Pops is gone! I don't remember it anymore!
That doesn't make any sense. How can you mention Naked Pops when he's out of your head?
Forgotten yet? About what? How about the kiss? Oh, I had, but you just reminded me.
Oh.
The episode ends in the most perfect way possible. Seriously, I adore how it concludes. It is a classic here we go again ending. Overall, Brain Eraser is hilarious and can be a little traumatizing. Hot take, this is the most regular show episode ever made, at least compared to the rest of season 1. Arguably the most regular of the entire show, and by regular I of course mean insane. And trust me, I've seen tons of insane chapters. None of them deserve to be banned all over the world, but this. I'm utterly shocked to witness such an episode from a cartoon that's normally crazy. Listen, I like Naked Pops, I mean Brain Eraser. I thought this scene was hilarious, and I will forever say that regular show's insanity is a great thing, but this is too much. Brain Eraser legit crosses the line of regular show's definition of regular. If only it was never aired on Cartoon Network in every single country in this world, and just kept it in the explicit DVD box set as a bonus or something. You know, if you're familiar with an episode from this series that's even more regular than Naked Pops, let me know down below. Let the argument begin. I'm giving Naked Pops an 8 out of 10. Naked Pops. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm sorry for saying regular so many times. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Stay cool, stay safe, and happy... Wait, what holiday is it? Wait, there's no holiday today. Have a happy day.